David. Your son Giles. All right, nice high toss. You're home, so you have a call, mate. Okay. Tails the call. Heads it is. Thanks. Good luck, guys. Good luck. Thanks,
welcome back to the MCG and welcome back to football as we see the Kangaroos win the coin toss. It is a beautiful day for football, though you can probably see there is a little bit of a breeze, quite a swirly breeze. The sun is out though and it is clear skies, and the ground after last night's game is in very good condition. Now both teams would have different reasons to be nervous and confident, but as far as stats go, we did hear Michael say that the Kangaroos have won 5 of their last first round games, but they did only win 1 game at the MCG last year, and Collingwood beat them in both games last year. So let's see which stat is added to by the end of today, boys.
Thanks, Christy. Yes, in fact, the Magpies have won 6 of the last 8 against the Kangaroos. So certainly over the last couple of years, Collingwood have had the advantage. But talking about where the goals are going to come from, it's interesting that Collingwood are missing 3 of their top 4 goal kickers from season 2006, and the Kangaroos missing 3 of their top 5, including their top 2, Nathan Thompson and Lee Harding, who together combined to kick 76 goals. So a real question as we only a few moments away from this opening bounce here at the MCG.
All sorts of questions hang in the air, don't they? And this shapes, though, as a really interesting game, I think, and it could be one, despite Malcolm's view of the world, that it's just one game of 22. This is a pretty important one for these two.
But because it is the first game, Malcolm, surely there's some confidence that you can derive out of it that can propel the season better than he otherwise would have.
Yes, but you can also get overconfident.
There you go.
Because the bounce is about ready. Archer,
yep, he's lined up as forward as we thought, Glenn Archer. So about to get underway here at the MCG. Collingwood versus the Kangaroos. Fraser beaten by McIntosh. Harris is hard at the football at ground level. He's well tackled. And we'll get a bounce. So Travis Cloak, Anthony Rocker inside attacking 50 for the Magpies. And David Hale is lined up in the goal square for the Kangaroos. Ball spills to Burns, who jams it on the boot. Gets some distance towards Rocker, but getting back, that's a good mark to Ferrito, who's got the job on Travis Cloak at centre half back. A cruel, good shepherd there from Petrie. Rocker put him down. McIntosh at half back for the Kangaroos. Around the corner. Well done by O'Brien. No, didn't give the free kick away. Pratt knocked off the football. Chance for O'Brien. Ball bounced off Lee Brown. Did it superbly. Loney now. Back to Heath Shaw. What a year he had in season 2006, and he kicks it out wide. The mark's taken by O'Brien.
The experienced midfielders already. Johnson, Burns and O'Brien could be the key to this game, getting a lot of the ball already.
Travis Cloak having to get low and not taking it cleanly. Corralled by Ferrito, who keeps him in there and then goes, but got him high. Just overdid it when he made his move. Not happy, but Kieran Nichols in no doubt, and I reckon he was right. There it is, yeah, no doubt about it. Perfectly good decision. Cloak pokes it into Maxwell on the lead. Doubling back, but the ball beating him to the line. Yes, and he reckons he was tugged on the jumper, and it looked as though that might have been there too, but that one not paid. So Collingwood making a second push forward. McIntosh against Fraser. Fraser the better of that one. Licuria giving it and getting it from Burns and swinging it to a good spot. But the Kangaroo defence, Petrie hammering it away. And McIntosh is everywhere at the moment. Harvey now, can he gather it? He'll be under pressure. He had eyes in the back of his head. He did it nicely to his old mate Grant. And it is McIntosh again.
What a wonderful movement for a big fella, Tim.
And he goes for the other big bloke in Hale. Now, has he got the mobility to do a job for them up forward? Heath Shaw well brought down. Collingwood under pressure. O'Brien tackled strongly. And the Kangaroos hold it in. There'll be a ball up.
We've got to go back to McIntosh. You know, we saw him play some really good games last year, and he looked like a comer. 2 movements then through traffic, Chris, so you would have been proud of that.
Yeah, it was good work. And certainly a very talented young big man. Heath Shaw, a little toe poke, didn't gain any distance. Ben Johnson's got it at the base of the attack. He's going to be penalised. Well, he didn't necessarily drag it under, but what he didn't do perhaps is try and get it out with any vigour. And chance here as a consequence for Lindsay Thomas, who was certainly a standout in the NAB Cup fixtures for the Kangaroos. He kicked 8 goals in the 3 games and really emerged as a quality crumbing forward.
And what club could he join here?
The one that's got about 3,000 players in it.
It's not an easy kick. You can see the angle. Now he works onto the left boot, brings it back too far. It scrapes in for a behind.
He's in. He joins the club of those who have kicked it behind with their first kick in league football.
Interesting technique, though. He ran out very wide. Don't mind players doing that, providing they're practicing it. And he would have ran it a good couple of metres off the mark.
Loney getting himself onto his wrong side, steering it back to Clement in the shadows. And now he's very careful about his kick, but not careful enough. Harvey could do some damage. Can he? Not quite. Miscued the kick. Still a chance. Well, he'll get a chance after the throw-in. Disappointing result from Harvey. Renowned goal sneak. Shannon Grant lurking as well. Might have been an option, but the Kangaroos continue to attack Hale, the ruckwork this time. Harris, well done. Thomas, the second go at them. Not quite so successful this time. Takes it further away from goal. Harvey pulled off it. Did he have it? Well, he's treated harshly because I don't think he ever had the ball. Loney now. Swan. Collingwood away. And now Lockyer.
Lockyer on centre wing. Keeps it low. Lead from Rocker. He's got it. No, not paid. Didn't hold on to it long enough. Good tackle on Petrie. He gives it straight up. O'Brien. Chance here for the Magpies. Couple of loose players at half forward. Lockyer. Now Licuria, nowhere to go. Loney, Davis, good to see him back. Licuria, good pressure in the midfield by the Kangaroos and they're away. Brown, Shannon Grant kicks it short. Hale, and he's got it. David Hale, 45 metres from goal, directly in front, and Malcolm, the pressure at half back from the Kangaroos there, immense.
It was fantastic. It was a bit like watching Melbourne and St Kilda last night, wasn't it? They tried to handball their way out of trouble, and sometimes, just sometimes, you've got to know how to kick it.
So David Hale kicked 9 goals 10 from set shots in season 2006. From 50 metres, there's a good look at what confronts him. Gee, wonderful kick off the boot. He's kicked the opening goal. The Kangaroos on the board.
Well, it's a bright start. The game's been good. It's flowed from one end of the ground to the other. And here's this series of handballs that just didn't quite work for the Magpies. Always under the pump. And then Grant, as we know, with his great finishing skills. And Hale, oh, it's a beautiful kick.
So the Kangaroos with the first goal of the match. Johnson working it away from the centre circle, and Licuria leads in the race. Won't be easy for him there. Support from Maxwell, but the Kangaroos continue to apply this pressure and keep causing turnovers. Simpson helping it to Wells. Clever Wells.
Gee.
Well smothered. So a throw in as the result.
So a lot of guys that actually run that ball out of bounds, and I reckon from there, half forward flank wing in your attacking area, try and create something. Daniel Wells was almost very clever.
Good work from Maxwell. Forced the boundary throw in. Prestigiacomo gains 15 metres into the path of Loney. He carried forward, no. Now what's the umpire going to do? This time he decides to ball it up, and Scott Burns appealing. Well, you paid one up the other end, but the umpire suggesting that Adam Simpson certainly had motive to try and clear the ball. Brown, no, knocks it to McIntosh. Back with Brown. Rawlings is dispossessed. A little scrambly now. We'll get another ball up.
This is good so far, isn't it? This is pretty competitive. They're at each other here.
Yep.
Which you'd expect round one, but sometimes it starts off, everyone's a bit tentative, but everyone's going hard at it here.
So 4 men up in the ruck. Spills to Harris, under pressure again. Riggio. Oh, his handball missed the mark. This could be dangerous. Soccer forward by Maxwell. Deep into the pocket. And content to see it over the line there. No, it's a boundary throw, and he thought he may have kept it in, but a boundary throw in deep in the Collingwood attacking zone.
Big job for Rito. more known probably as an on-baller halfback. He's had some key roles in the NAB Cup, and he actually can find the footy.
Magpies still without a goal. Well controlled, McIntosh to Ferrito. Burns sits on him. There'll be a ball up. Player over the ball, not greeted with a lot of sympathy by umpires last night. It doesn't look as though there's going to be much change there, even though the man in front in marking contests we expect will get a better deal. Burns quickly. Chance. Davis. He'll kick it. He does. The Magpies have their first goal of the new season.
It almost looked like a set play from that boundary throw, didn't it?
You took the words right out of my mouth, actually. Travis Cloke came over the top. I mean, this has been going into footy, but there's Cloke just trying to get it forward, and they're Lockyer and Davis. All their runners ran forward.
Yeah, and all outside.
Back into the danger spot, and it's been going on for 100 years, and it's so simple. I just don't understand what should happen more often.
So a wonderful set play from the boundary throw in by Collingwood, resulting in the Leon Davis goal. And the margin back to a point. Fraser started in the rut, wins it forward. Burns, who spent a third of the time last year on the interchange bench. He started this time. Lockie, a little toe poke forward. Lucuria runs onto it. So does Wells. Medhurst in the action. Cop one high. No free kick. Well done, Pratt. Emerges from the congestion with a kick to Simpson, his captain, who was just waiting out. A little fumble. So Thomas is allowed to provide some pressure, but the kick is good. Wow. And he hits Harvey on the chest on centre wing. Back to Simpson. Look out. He managed to get the kick away. A probing one. Well done by O'Brien. Spoiled Jones. He takes it over and did pretty well. Boundary throw in 40 metres from the Kangaroo goal.
Well, I'm liking the North Melbourne style, the Kangaroo style already. We know that what Collingwood are capable of. They played in the finals. But Harvey playing on then shows intent that they're not going to muck around with the footy.
Hale and Fraser sharing that. O'Brien, Prestigiacomo. Simpson short circuits it. Good look away hand pass. Rawlings, two-time best and fairest now. Nothing at home. Wakeland, the easy mark. Now Swan. Grant will come at him. Swan might be a bit quick. And he has Fraser working for him to give it back. And Collingwood can build. O'Brien getting rid of Wells. Good kick with the left for Heath-Shaw. But Thomas in front is quite an aerialist for not a big man. And he was dragged down with high contact by Shaw. Clear free kick. Lively start from Lindsay Thomas. Played senior football in South Australia. This is his AFL debut. Gives to Pratt. Wakeland making a decisive spoil on Lachlan Hanson, the #3 draft pick from last year. Here's the infringement by Heath-Shaw. Free kick to Thomas.
Boundary throwing. Simpson, in fact, wins it forward. Swallow. Burns does exactly that, and we'll get a bounce.
You know, I've just questioned when the Kangaroos had the ball there at centre half back. Larcher was a target at centre half forward, just straight down the middle. All the blokes run to it. It's pretty simple, but they kicked it 50-50 anyhow.
Third man up was Brown again. Riggio scrambles it forward into attack. Burns will be first there. Now support from Wakeland, but they've got the numbers, the Kangaroos. Well done, Archer. Sense what was going to happen. Brown follows up. Good handball. Here's a chance for Thomas. Wants his left side from 30. Runs and misses to the left. Gee, that was set up beautifully for Lindsay Thomas. So he's second behind of the match.
Otherwise, he has made a notable start. He's had 4 uses of the ball and 2 shots for goal. We could be talking about a sensational opening quarter of a senior debut here, but he's missed from 2 very kickable shots.
That's good, Tim. You've killed him. He probably won't get another touch now. Leave him alone.
Lucuria finds Heath-Shaw. Let's see if Collingwood could do some damage here. And they have a man breaking. It's Pendlebury, but he has nowhere to go. Can't advance immediately. That is a lovely searching ball. Not much on the end of it, though. And Riggio, another one of the Kangaroos' debutants, takes a steady mark. Delivers confidently for Brown. Corey Jones getting onto that preferred side. by hand or foot. Sinclair.
Great
and that's
kick.
a good kick for Hale. Oh, he almost managed to drop it. Moving it on quickly now. Archer is thereabouts, but not at the drop. Grant is. Oh, that was a dubious-looking disposal. Thomas disposed of this time. O'Brien for Collingwood. For Thomas. Has a bit of time. Just a little careless with the kick. Richards, O'Brien, pressure again. Good steal, Jones. Kangaroos can hurt here. And Harvey will line them up. Bad turnover.
Yes, it was that 20-metre kick, and just unable to gather was Richards and put him under enormous pressure.
Reece Shaw with his hands full on Harvey in this opening quarter. Harvey could have kicked one already, missed a relatively straightforward snap.
It's one of those ones. Reece Shaw was playing 10 or 15 metres in front, assuming that Collingwood had the ball across halfback and to run forward, and he's been found out.
And Harvey kicks the Kangaroos second. They lead by 8 points.
Well, this has been a bright and entertaining game to start with. As you'd expect, the skills just a shade off, and this is his Thomas kick. It just missed the mark, really, and the big fella had a bit of trouble with it. And just had half a hand in from Corey Jones. It's amazing what you can do in a game of football with a fingernail, and that turned the tide.
Collingwood box, Mick Malthouse on the right, and the left, Guy McKenna, and captain Nathan Buckley. So 4 scoring shots to 1, early stages. Bounce favours Richards. Try to get it to Lucuria. Up comes Reece Shaw, met the ball hard. Hale keeps his hands free, does it well. Swallow. Another big chance here for the Kangaroos. Forced to go back. Rawlings, driving kick to the goal square. One out here. Ball bounces. Punch forward by Wakeland. Swan, Lucuria, and he concedes. So again, the pressure coming from the Kangaroos.
Now, there was a lot of talk for the last month or so in a cup called the NAB Cup. Michael, your thoughts on that 3-point, that defender's 3 points in those rules in that comp?
Fantastic.
Do you think so?
Yep. You don't, obviously.
No, because you're a defender. That's what I was going to
Bad miss by Pendlebury. Got himself out of trouble. Heath Shaw with him. Lays a strong Shepherd. O'Brien, Swan. Collingwood, though, making rather heavy weather of this, and that's another bad kick. Rawlings helping it to Pratt. His opponent is Davis. Johnson there, Lucuria. Turned over again, though. Pratt, Riggio. Kangaroos playing with a bit of a plum. Swallow, Sinclair. And now they can build it.
Thomas is loose.
Grant has the field against him. His only hope was a free kick. He doesn't get that. The Shaws share it around, and Reece, whose disposal is good, finds another son of an old gun in Travis Cloak.
He's got it on centre wing, wants to get on with it quickly. Wobbly old kick, and it's out on the full. So an unforced error there.
Yeah.
Was that a shove?
That's a shove. Under anyone's.
But not with hands, so it doesn't seem to count.
So Trotter now runs to centre wing. Oh, he's kicked it straight to Shaw and Wakeland. And Shaw decides to take it.
Well, what's happening there is that young Hanson, number 26, is just not reading the game. He's playing his first game out there and has just found wanting, running around but not getting a footy.
Thomas got it from the Courier and finds Davis just forward of the wing. This is where Collingwood had a problem because Kangaroos have been getting numbers back.
Michael, just to finish that young Hanson, sometimes on the footy ground I reckon you've got to stand still, let the ball come to you. And that's in your first game. He's probably just running around like a chook.
Good work by Richards to run to the space. Loose player deep in the pocket. Medhurst. So Paul Medhurst with his first kick for the Magpies in his first game, which is his 100th game. A chance to kick Collingwood second. Elusive, I think that's what you call that, Malcolm?
It always intrigues me that a known goal kicker, everyone knows Paul Medhurst, been around a long time, can slip out of a little area like that and get 30 metres by himself.
Well, he did it from 35 metres. It's close. So he'll be disappointed with that. The margin 8 points in favour of the Kangaroos.
His first kick in his new colours. A disappointing one. Riggio to bring it back for the Kangaroos, who lead by 8 points. Goes along in the Macintosh direction. Richards was there for Collingwood. Thomas, Johnson. And the Magpies move it nicely to O'Brien, who gets on quickly because ducking down is Medhurst again. He's done it. He found even more space that time.
Yeah, well, I can understand that one. That's from a kick out from a point. So you're guarding areas a lot of the time.
And one of the great problems when you can turn a ball over from a kick in with the zone defence, inevitably you'll have players free.
He's had a test up. He shouldn't miss this. He has his first for Collingwood. Margin 2 points.
And just the aftermath there of the Medhurst goal. But a good set shot that time, and good work from the Collingwood forwards to turn that kick in over, and Collingwood have their second goal. So the margin back to 2 points. Fraser beaten by Macintosh. Harris has got it, but he's well tackled.
Michael, just watching that centre bounce then, Pendlebury and Swallow are in for their respective clubs. That's the Roos and Collingwood. A couple of youngsters, isn't it? Interesting now, the rotations through their midfield. A couple of babies.
Yeah, and a couple of very talented youngsters at that. One of them there, Pendlebury, scrambles it forward. Davis almost controlled it, but numbers went out. Sinclair didn't have much to go to. Eventually, Riggio, in fact, it's Hansen breaks free. He's got it on centre wing. Forced the kick off a step in the end, which wasn't the best result. Wakeland, spectacular leap, couldn't hold on. Shaw, O'Brien, back to Reece Shaw. Short Thomas, did that cover the distance? Thomas is off in any case. Loose player out wide. Dane Swan, what a year he had. O'Brien sneaks forward. He's got a runner out wide. It's Medhurst, forced to go back. Now can he find a target inside attacking 50? Kicks it high. Burns has got to go here. Harvey was able to chip in. Wasn't a great kick from Medhurst. And Brent Harvey can relieve the pressure for the Kangaroos.
Huge leap by Shane Wakeland in uncharacteristic territory up there. Harvey at half-back.
It's not so much the jump that hurts, it's landing. Always. It was never the jump that actually hurt. No.
Well, Mark has been paid by the look of it.
No, I think it was a chop of the arms, Tim.
What it was?
Yep.
Leroy Brown swings the Kangaroos forward. Oh, Corey Jones almost a good mark. Swallow had it. Jones helps him. Did well to wrestle it out.
Great
Simpson,
tackling.
Hansen, good pressure. Collingwood. Simpson again. Jones again. Terrific battle this. Can the Kangaroos win it clear? Jones to Macintosh. And the big man deftly just tries to give it off. Big chance here. Open goal for Wells. And he can't quite get enough hook.
How good was that? That was really competitive, wasn't it? It's a good game.
Great pressure there from Collingwood. In the end, the desperation of Captain Adam Simpson was the thing that turned it and gained possession for the Kangaroos. Tarkin Lockyer at fullback.
There we go, the kicks and the handballs. Collingwood leading.
Needs to be precise with the kick, and is. Good mark taken by Thomas, who's been busy in the last 5 or 6 minutes. Dale Thomas coming in for his 5th disposal.
Just going through that list as we did then, Michael, it is definite the Kangaroos are playing more direct and Collingwood are sharing the ball around more.
Well, good mark taken by Heathshaw. 3rd in the NAB Rising Star. 3rd in the best and fairest for the Magpies. Good kick to Lockyer. Collingwood still a little stop-start compared to the Kangaroos. Now he's got Pendlebury in the centre. Uses that option. He goes back, so Magpies forward run stood it here as the numbers get back for the Kangaroos. Good mark taken by Rocker, but too far out to score. And that's a big call when he's got it 75 from goal. Oh, Brishaw's got to do something special here. Wild handball in the direction O'Brien. Hansen did well to knock it to Swallow. In fact, it was Pratt, Simpson, and now the Kangaroos surge forward. Corey Jones couldn't hold on. Well, taken high. He just ducked at the right time. Good play from Corey Jones. And Shaw will be happy just to hold things up and allow Collingwood to get numbers back.
Yes, he was a little lucky, wasn't he? He slid into that. Goes for Harvey. Well taken, under pressure.
Got the mark anyway, go back. Yeah.
Difficult scoring shot from out there. Distance and angle against him. Will he go for it? Might look for another option.
Well, it's up to you.
Right. The Kangaroos forward line here is poorly structured. There's two guys have led already and led back into the area where someone else can lead to. I mean, you've got to open it up. Collingwood have got two outriders, but
Harvey.
Beauty.
Getting some hook on it. Still alive. Plenty of Magpie defenders there. And they tie it up. Burns. But just having to kick blind. Rocco with some pushing and shoving, but Simpson with some good old nous. Giving it off to Trotter. Long one. Good one. Goal. David Trotter kicks the Kangaroos third.
Great effort here from Simpson. That is called a recovery and a second effort. And nice finish. I mean, made it look all good. But Simpson's effort to jump coming back into trouble and then to get it out. So young David Trotter, number 13.
Wonderful finish from David Trotter.
In his third year with the Kangaroos. Started with a young body, just 17 when he came from Assumption College, but filling out now and looks as though he could be a good one.
McIntosh, Simpson had some time in the centre to pinpoint the kick, but well done by Clement. He's got the job on young Matt Campbell, and he did it easily there. Out wide to Lockyer. He's been busy. Good shepherd from Maxwell. Didn't quite get rid of Harris completely, so he was still able to apply pressure. Fraser runs forward. Picks it up off his bootlaces. Great chase from Simpson. Forced the kick in error. Medhurst does very well to compete against three. Shovel it out towards Thomas. O'Brien. Thomas back in on top of it. Pratt emerges with it. Kicks it out wide. Still a chance for the Magpies. A minute and a half left in the quarter. Working in a confined space. Lockyer along the boundary line. And a little boundary throw in half forward for the Magpies.
That's all right. It was actually kicked.
Called before Clement taking that fine mark. He's been on Archer for most of this first quarter. It just seems to me that Archer might be planning to take him away from the footy, which is a bit different.
Kangaroos by 9 points. Deserve their lead. Won't want to give any of it up close to the end of the quarter. Collingwood have a chance here.
He got it out straight away.
Paul Licuria's free kick. Simpson saying he can come and pick it up himself. It's got to come back. Now, Reece Shaw. Still a kick and a half out. Medhurst got rid of his opponent illegally.
How good positioning with the umpire. You can get him wrong sometime, but that was perfect, wasn't it?
Let's name names. Stewart win. Well done, Stewie. Kangaroos are away. Petrie has it. And in the last minute, they'll be careful here. Kangaroos in a different jumper, wearing a white V on their blue background. Very different from that 77 grand final. Hale was the target there. Clement the only one who read it coming to the back. Loney. Seconds ebbing away for Collingwood, but there is still time. Heath Shaw sits it up to nothing. McIntosh. There might be time for the Kangaroos if they're good. Pratt had a tough quarter with Davis lively. Sinclair. Kangaroos looking to break. Simpson. But the seconds are counting down. Pratt needs to hit a target, and they need to hit another one quickly. Thomas, who's had a couple of goes at the sticks, that won't have the carry, and the quarter ends with the Kangaroos in the ascendancy, leading by 9 points and looking the better team, I think it's fair to say.
They certainly are, Tim, and much more direct. I've mentioned it a few times in the call. They've been good. Collingwood's midfield's been good too. Licuria, Lockyer, Shaw and O'Brien. Their oldies are getting the ball. Just can't quite get it through the forward line as fluent as what the Kangaroos are. But I've quite enjoyed the game. I think it's a good game.
Quarter time, Kangaroos on top. Who's coming home with the sun?
I'm still trying to work it out.
Second term, Kangaroos going right to left, leading by 9 points. Fraser for Collingwood, clear winner there, but Swallow takes it to McIntosh. Simpson, Rawlings, and he's in the clear. He has a shepherd from Thomas, and didn't quite have the carry for Hale. Still a chance. Sinclair, Harris just couldn't get rid of Johnson, but he's got Brown right in front.
Oh, just 20 metres? 15, 20? What do you think?
Well, 20 doesn't apply in the home and away.
15, I reckon.
Yeah. I reckon.
Just maybe.
The use of the 20, of course, has distorted our view of the whole thing, hasn't it? We're imagining that the ball has to go a bit further to provide a legal mark. Should be a goal. Brown gives the Kangaroos a 15-point lead.
Well, it was good work out the middle. I think Swallow had got the handball away initially to break it open, and just watched him a few times now. He does tend to handball every time and not kick it, but that's a good kick under pressure, trying to get it back on the goal line. And Brown was smart then. Didn't need to be in that play. Ran by the play of Hale and went to the goal square. Pretty smart.
So some early concerns for the Magpies. A handy 15-point advantage here for the Kangaroos. And Adam Simpson, the captain, is absolutely dominating. 13 disposals already. Harris tough. Wells, smooth mover as he glides through the centre circle. Long towards Hale. Wakeland did well to get to the front. Shaw, handball, gave it up very quickly. Hale knocks it towards Archer. Well done, O'Brien. Clement, Swan, and he shares with Heathshaw, and he delivers. The kick wasn't great. Adam Simpson kicks to the top of the goal square. Wakeland should have it covered. And Adam Simpson's 14th disposal wasn't his best.
Now he got a little excited, I think. Shows even the veterans do, and played on when perhaps the door wasn't really open. Reece Shaw now on the break for Collingwood, goes for Cloak. Ferrito with him, read it well, nearly marked it at the back. Lucuria to open space, a race for the ball, an old-fashioned race for the footy. Travis Cloak on his preferred side, blazes. That's a great goal if he's kicked it, and that's exactly what he's done. It looked as though it was a haphazard, random old attempt, but he got the result.
Well, have a look at this. There's Cloak on the ground there. He's got up. This is called a second Everton recovery. Watch the pickup. You don't see big fellas do that, and not allowed to almost these days. But that is brilliant.
And it was good work from Anthony Rocker too, because he prevented Petrie from getting out to contest the football with Cloak and allowed a clear passage for Travis Cloak. So, wonderful goal.
Oh, that shows something. That not a lot of players can do that, Michael.
It was very impressive. He showed some wonderful football. Round 17 last year was against the Hawks. Outstanding game. They want more than that. More of that, the Magpies. As McIntosh pokes it forward. Harvey, slick hands. Simpson involved again. Penetration with the kick towards full forward offline though.
Good contest, boys. Well done.
Little rap from the umpy there. So Shaw kicks in. Oh, dangerously. Well done. Lee Brown, who's been very good, has forced a boundary throw in the forward pocket.
You know that break from the centre then? Hale led and Simpson was under pressure. As a forward, as you play more on the forward line, you know when your teammates are under pressure, so don't lead.
Clean palm by Hale, but well read by Swan. O'Brien back to Swan, but it just crossed the line. So it'll come back for a throw-in. Good news for the Kangaroos, bad luck for Swan, who was setting that up. It was an important goal Cloak kicked a moment ago, because the Kangaroos were showing signs of really taking a grip on this, and that's checked their momentum and has Collingwood back close. High tackle, Kangaroo free kick. Swallow to take it.
Loves getting in this kid.
Former captain of Western Australia's under-18s, and yet went the second round of the draft a couple of years ago. He's kicking apparently as the floor. That's good, and he very nearly had Brown in front of goal again. The hand pass, in goes Archer. Was careful not to actually dive on the ball, but the umpire can't see that. I reckon he actually avoided.
Well, if you could see a highlight tape, that's nearly a mark. If you could see a highlight tape of what Glenn Archer's done, he's gone to ground so many times. You should know now you don't need to go to ground.
He's been dragged. There's a 50, and he's on his way off.
Well, 50. Look, he's gone to ground too many times. Forget that if that's a right decision or wrong decision. He could have just turned his butt into the oncoming traffic and kept his body over the footy.
So O'Brien now with an opportunity. Got nabbed from the back, and as a consequence his kick dropped short, and Harris read it very well. The kick was intended for Travis Cloak, but the pressure coming from the back was too much. So Harris now stalked by Cloak, so handball over the top. Sinclair, he's got nowhere to go now. The umpire 40-50 metres away. Umpire Wen's paid a free kick here to Daniel Wells in the centre square. So quickly away, Petrie runs forward. Hot pursuit is Medhurst, who wraps him up and tackles him very well. No free kick. Play on's the call. The ball's tied up.
Brilliant.
And we'll get a bounce on attacking 50 for the Kangaroos.
That's a great contest.
Good effort by Medhurst. I reckon that warranted holding the ball a whole lot more than others, where a player just happens to get caught over it when he's actually trying to make the play.
Sure.
Ball up on the 50.
Watch the arm when you come up, easy.
Let's have a look at it again with Petrie trying to beat off Medhurst, but Medhurst bringing him down.
Hey, don't block Brady, let him contest the ball.
Umpire Wen. Kangaroos attacking, leading by 10 points. Hale trying to reach over Fraser. Good hip and shoulder by Clement. Johnson. Maxwell. No immediate target. The Courier offering something. Not to Maxwell's liking. That's not to his teammates' liking. He picked out Drew Petrie. Had the goals in his sights a moment ago. Now he's back down the back where the Kangaroos think they've found the right spot for him.
I was just about to say the same thing, Tim. Just looks so much more at home there, doesn't he, with the game in front of him.
And this is Shannon Watt, who was the late replacement for Moran. Kangaroos just shoring up their tall defensive brigade for this match.
Sets it up towards half forward. Going back, good courage shown by Swan. Wasn't paid the mark.
Ben Johnson
throwing.
Ben Johnson just picked up the ball there. Michael's just rolling, sitting on him. They've designated him as the man.
Yeah, just 3 disposals and an outstanding year last year. Clement hacks it towards forward. Davis did well to make a contest. Trotter, slick hands. Archer back on the ground. Got a couple of loose players. Wells. Oh, gee, Loney's out. Got a hit from Sinclair. Wells from outside 50. Drives it goalward. It's offline. Loney hasn't moved. He got hit hard by Sinclair. Now as Reshaw plays on. Kicks to his brother Heath, who kicks to Wakeland.
Well, we saw one last night very similar. I think we're going to see another one today.
Yes, again it was a Shepherd.
Yeah.
And you'd think he copped something in the head, but we can't be too judgmental until we've actually seen it more clearly. A 50-metre penalty here will bring Daniel Pratt well into the Kangaroos attacking half. Now we'll have a look at that. It was a Shepherd on Loney from Sinclair. He did jump and it wasn't his head hitting the ground, so well, maybe he was winded.
Maybe it was just a really good bump.
Magpies come away with the footy. O'Brien.
Got nowhere to go here. Kangaroos have put numbers across half forward for the Magpies.
Dale Thomas laying a good Shepherd. Harris taking on 2 of them. The numbers prevailing. Leon Davis. Pratt in the, rather Petrie in the way. Having the better of Rocker. Grant. Simpson. Hale from the side, but it was always going to be late for the drop, and it's well taken by Heath Shaw.
That's a really, really good mark in the circumstances of this game. There's a bit of an arm wrestle going on at the moment.
Yeah, and just get the sense the Kangaroos are about to explode. Collingwood holding the damn walls up at the moment as O'Brien kicks back across the ground to Wakeland. The movement of the ball of Kangaroos has been quite simply outstanding today. Clement at half-back. Maxwell in the long lead, but it's all very stop-start, Malcolm, for the Magpies.
Yes, it is. They need to come through this corridor a bit more. Here's a chance.
Clement kicks it long. The numbers with the Kangaroos. Rocker a big leap and a big mark at centre-half forward. That's what's needed. He attacked it ferociously. He'll kick from 65. Wouldn't this bring the house down? He loads up. Drop punt on its way. Has it got the carry? Shepherd through. Touched on the line.
You weren't hoping with hope there, Michael, were you?
Not
Did
at all,
your
Malcolm.
Collingwood scarf come out there?
Still in the bag.
And there's another 50, which will bring Harvey to at least the centre line. It was Glenn Archer who got a finger onto that kick from Rocker. It's only his second touch for the match. He has not been able to get into the contest, but he did do something pretty useful there.
He's actually come back on as a defender, and I was pretty keen for him to play it forward.
Pratt gives Hanson a chance. Wakeland just did enough. Corey Jones just missing to the left. To his frustration, the Kangaroos have the better of Collingwood, but they have not been able to open a substantial break.
Oh, you know, Hanson going for that mark then. I hope they get that tape and show him, and when someone comes at you, what you can actually do to protect your space. He should have milked a free kick there or got a mark. There's just a bit of learning needed there.
The Curia to Swan. Heath Shaw's been very good. Out wide, Fraser's got to go hard here. Good spoil coming from McIntosh, and again the turnover. Harvey, loose at half forward. Oh, a dangerous player, Shannon Grant. They've got loose players everywhere, the Kangaroos. And he spots up Corey Jones. And he'll kick from just 20 metres, as good as directly in front to extend the Kangaroo lead.
25-12 this entry, going into 50, and we all know about stats, but this has been dominant. Really dominant by the Kangaroos at the moment. They really need to get something for their efforts.
So Corey Jones, 22 goals he kicked in 22 games last year. Pops this through. The Kangaroos further in front. And great work there from McIntosh to really make the yards to affect that spoil.
Did you
on
think
Fraser.
it was a free kick?
Well, could have easily been.
I've seen many of those played.
Yeah. My first impression was that'll be a free
kick. Yeah, it was. I think he might have been a bit lucky there. So, but hopefully one will leave it up later, and Collingwood get something out of that.
Wait for the ball. Let's go, fellas. Knock it out.
The Kangaroos have the biggest lead of the day so far. Collingwood with just 3 goals, and it's hard to see where they're going to come from at the moment. Here's Dale Thomas, well smothered by Harris, who kept coming, but Heath Shaw protected the ball with his body. Back to Thomas. Good stuff by a couple of young Maggies. And Thomas, the high draft pick from Druin last year, in the shadows of Phil Manasseh, takes it wide for Rocker. Out on the impossible angle. Plays on immediately and delivers well.
Through Petrie, son, you've got a lot to learn from that. He went back, looked at the mark, and in the meantime, in the whisk of an eye, Rocker's gone to a lead. Here we go, and it's a good mark, it's a good stretch, and he pulls him up, which is good. Don't need to put anyone in the fence. And Petrie just went to sleep for 0.5 millimetre of a second.
Maxwell put himself in the right spot. He's got the smarts, the Maxwell smarts. He misses. Still the Kangaroos by 16.
So Riggio from fullback, that's what's ahead of him.
Oh, Maxwell smart. I just missed by that much.
Shannon Grant at halfback. Confronted by Swan, but he gets the kick away. Hanson and Wakeland. Thomas crumbing. Gets the handball back towards O'Brien. He's under pressure from Jones. Tracks it towards the line. Oh, beautifully played by O'Brien. Releases Shaw. Back to Thomas. Good skills. Needs to spot a target and does. Medhurst. Game number 100. He's first for the Magpies. Has kicked the goal in the first quarter. Rocker has to sit and wait. Big fist from Petrie. Where will it fall? Out wide. Well, a chance for a couple of Magpies that ran over. Good tackle coming from Lucuria. Forced a turnover. And the umpire will call for it. A bounce just inside the front of the centre square.
He's talking about to Paul Lucuria there. Talking about maybe got legged on the way down there. Young cloak.
Collingwood relying on its relatively young blood here. Thomas, O'Brien, Travis Cloak, Heath Shaw, for the kind of energy that it needs to get going in this match, to get into the contest. Hale winning clearly there, but there's no takeaway. Still none. Another ball up.
Good move this, putting Hale in the ruck. It's just been... I was hoping it forward. He's still got a lot to learn there, so this will just free him up a bit now. Try and get him a kick or two.
Sinclair, Thomas for Collingwood. Another ball up, so a tight phase here. Harris having a break for the Kangaroos. Had just 5 possessions, not one of his more conspicuous performances. Harvey the beneficiary of Hale's ruck work, and he still is. Oh, he could almost go all the way here. This is good stuff. Shannon Grant, wrong side. Couldn't work it back. Kangaroos by 17.
Biggest margin of the match so far. Kick towards Richards. Found it at ground level. No support. He was surrounded by 4 Kangaroos. Gave it straight to Hale. Jones. Grant from 55. Loose target, Harvey. Brett Harvey has been outstanding. He will come in for his 13th disposal. And it's already kicked a goal, and from 40 metres, with no real angle to speak of, should kick the Kangaroos' 6th goal.
Yes, they haven't got everything back from the poor kickouts or points, but this could be the 2nd in a quarter, and 2 from kickouts. Michael's just terrifically productive.
Yep, no question about that. So Brent Harvey from 40 metres, neat drop punt. He's missed. So wasteful.
It's getting to that stage now, isn't it? It is wasteful.
Yep, 14 scoring shots to just 6, but the margin is just 18 points in favour of the Kangaroos.
Shades of a grand final. They lost on this ground a few years ago, Malcolm. Wasted a few opportunities in the first half. Here's Wells, but who's he kicked it to? Well, nearly to Brown. Clement covers it. Wakeland. Collingwood defence, though, under siege. Pendlebury started the Magpies NAB Cup match against the Kangaroos. Richards, Swan threading it to Cloak.
Good kick, just checked it.
Johnson, that's a good kick too, into a hot spot, but Davis has much bigger men against him, and it's too easy for a hardened defender in Shannon Watt. Oh, and 2 of them in the corridor mess it up. Almost catastrophic from the Kangaroos. Lucky to get away with that. Trotter goes for Hanson, goes very wide. Too wide. Free kick to Collingwood.
Yes. Yeah, that's... Old coach once said, I don't mind if 2 of my blokes go at it. That means they're going pretty hard. But you'd like a bit more awareness sometimes.
Medhurst wheels onto the right boot. Rocker the target. Over his head. Chance at ground level. It's all Kangaroos though. And Harvey again getting involved. Feeds it back to Watt. Late replacement. Runs the full measure. Draws a play. Handball wasn't great. Wells has got time to gather. 3 on 2. Not most times it'll win out. Watt again shares with Wells. So they come away from half-back, the Kangaroos. Clement in good position, read it superbly. And has been one of the Magpies' best. Off a step, Burns. The customary wipe of the hands before he marks the ball. Chips to Reece Shaw, who decides to play on. Kick towards Rocker again. At the back, he's got it this time. And Anthony Rocker, who hasn't, we must say, it hasn't been great delivery into the forward line, Malcolm, but has been pretty quiet. But an opportunity here from just outside 50, and certainly capable.
Probably harsh thing to say here, but Petrie, I reckon he was a bit tired and just got ease under it too easy. You know, if it's your life, Michael, you push back as hard as you possibly can.
They need a goal, the Magpies, just to stem the flow here. Off a couple of steps. Drop punt on its way. Is it swinging back? It is, but not far enough. So Maxwell and Rocker miss opportunities, and the margin 17 points.
And old Magpie fans now tempted to tear their hair. Both teams wasting opportunities. Watt providing a good target. Ferrito providing the run.
Yes, how direct's this?
It was direct, but not to a target. Loney well tied up by Campbell, who's come on. One of the 4 first gamers, and now he's the pursuer, and he's doing good work. And he holds it in and forces the ball up, and he's immediately made his mark.
How's that? That's 2 kicks, and all of a sudden Collingwood defence is under pressure, Michael. It's not that hard, this game, is it, if you can do it like that? Yeah, well.
Collingwood winning the clangers, hands down.
Yep.
Hale, clever left hand there. Grant.
Tackle.
Swallow, that's a good tackle too. Tough footy inside. Here's Campbell. Didn't quite go all the way.
Clever kick, though. Really clever kick off the outside of the boot under enormous pressure.
Thomas and Campbell, gee, they're exciting players. So the standing captain, James Clement, to himself. Oh, look out. Was he taken high? He
Yes,
was.
he was. It's fair enough, though.
But now the game's been held up.
Yep.
And he's really got to kick it long, and O'Brien's the only target against McIntosh, and McIntosh did very well to not only spoil it but keep the footy and get it back towards Thomas. Jones back to McIntosh, sets it up, big chance here for Hansen at the back. No, couldn't take it. Ground level Brown, good tackle Loney. Shannon Grant, oh, he gets his left side, he can bring it back and score a goal, and he does.
Michael, you just read the game beautifully. It was always, once that contest had been made, and young McIntosh again, hasn't he done some important things in a game? And Shannon Grant, when he gets clear like that, knew exactly what was going to happen, and the goal resulted.
Well, Dean Laidley would have to be pretty happy with what he's seen so far. The major disappointment would be the wasted opportunity. 16 scoring shots to 7, but the lead now out to 24 and growing. A few minutes left before half-time. Magpies not really looking like it thus far. O'Brien pokes them forward. Rocker leads Petrie to it. Has he got the mobility to make something of it? Archer attacked. The deflection was to the Kangaroos' advantage.
I've just got McIntosh has had 9 touches, Tim. If you came here before half-time and said, and they've all been quality nearly, smart, intelligent touches, what a bonus.
Been outstanding. Here he is again. Richards just taking him under the ball and doing it well for O'Brien. Can he get some leverage on a kick? He can't. Lucuria might. He does, but not enough. And the margin is still 23 points.
Stay out of 50.
And they've been patient with Hamish McIntosh,
yes.
Malcolm, and really starting to pay dividends for the Kangaroos.
Just game 1 is only exactly that. I mean, you don't win and lose a season on game 1, but it just gives your kid confidence. I mean, that's what you want in this game, is confidence.
To the back, Cloak. He's to find the target. Oh, he gets it straight over the head of Lucuria. Taken by Pendlebury. Cooley brings it back and kicks one for the Magpies, the youngster. So still some hope. Margin back to 17 points.
Well, for all the huffing and puffing that we've done about the Kangaroos, you're quite right, Michael. I mean, they're still in it. Here's Cloak again. I mean, he's a footballer, which you like to see him do those football things. Didn't quite hit the target. But we mentioned Pendlebury in the middle of the ground, and he's being educated with his runs on the ball, and a goal never hurt the confidence of anyone.
Yeah, lovely finish from Scott Pendlebury.
A big goal for Collingwood, keeping them in touch close to half-time. Richards, Davis, and now Richards again. Not great placement. Rocker arrived hard. O'Brien will be under pressure from Swallow.
Well done.
Lucuria. Pendlebury, who kicked the last goal. O'Brien's down and hurt. Clever kick, just a bit too much carry, and Sinclair was able to pick it off. Running for him, Simpson started the game explosively, faded a bit in the second. Hanson taken under it by Maxwell, boxed on, but outnumbered. Heath Shaw, Lockyer. Collingwood with a sniff here. Travis Cloak. Just over 2.5 minutes of the half remaining.
Rocker one out to the top of the goal square.
O'Brien leaving the field with one arm hanging rather limply. An ominous look about it. Richards goes for Clement up forward.
He's a beauty, isn't he? He's the star of this guy, isn't he?
And a great example there. There were 3 Kangaroos players in the vicinity, but his attack on the ball, he wanted it, and he attacked it ferociously and ended up with the mark. Great work.
Yep.
We might get a look here at the Kangaroos players surrounding him.
Don't go in, guys. Hit the corridor.
Great effort.
Has a few career goals. He adds to them with that, and the Magpies are back within 11 points.
And would you believe both teams have kicked 3 goals this quarter? It's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, well, the margin got out to 24 points and a couple of minutes to go in the half. Kangaroos playing all over the Magpies, but can change quickly.
Well, did you see, I mean, I've praised McIntosh there. Did you see him then? He didn't guard the mark. He just let that Collingwood player play on. He should have had his arms up. I mean, oh, wow.
So James Clement taking things into his own hands there.
Shane O'Brien coming off a moment ago. One arm, the left arm, I think, was hanging limply, but he doesn't look too badly hurt.
So McIntosh and Richards. McIntosh, great tap down to Harris. Feeds it wide for Simpson. Missed the mark. Johnson. Pendlebury. Now Lockyer. Advantage called. No, it's going to come back. And come back to Ben Johnson. Good umpiring. Realising there wasn't a major advantage.
That Daniel Harris handball, here it is, as he's tackled. Just, I think that arm just gets tucked underneath him.
So Ben Johnson. Long kick, great kick out in front of Medhurst. He got hands to it, couldn't complete the mark. Jones dives on top of the football. What will the umpire do here?
You've got it on. Good contest, guys. Corey, when you got it, mate.
Calls for it. Bounce. 40 metres from Collingwood's goal. 84 seconds left in the half.
Don't block, don't hold, don't block, don't hold.
Strong instructions from umpire Wayne Fraser. Takes it. He'll be penalised here. Oh, gee, somehow we got out.
No free kick.
A lot of players around the footy. Little toe poke forward from Thomas to the dangerous Davis. Richards, he didn't want to take it, but he did and fumbled.
High tackle on Davis, not paid. That was a crucifixion.
And I'll tell you what, it could really hurt the Magpies as Grant streams towards half forward. Good fist from Wakeland, but at the fall, it's all the Kangaroos. High from Brown. Clement, one out. No, he's not. Brett Harvey sprung out of the ground and kicks another one for the Kangaroos.
Oh. Young Thomas, take a bow. Take a bow, son. Lindsay Thomas showed football way beyond his years then. He kept Clement away from the contest legitimately. And Brent Harvey, as we look at that, what do you think? Bit of acting, Tim?
Well, they had to have been high contact, surely. If he missed the head, he got the shoulder. What a dramatic swing. Leon Davis looked as though he might be in a scoring position. And did he cop high contact? Well, it had to be shoulder, surely, if not head.
Well, it's almost one of those ones that, under the new system, is reportable.
Yep, and it becomes a Kangaroos goal at the other end of the ground. Massive swing, so close to half-time. The margin out to 17. And could it grow? McIntosh bombing. Hanson quelled by Wakeland. Still a chance for the Roos. Jones was on his wrong side. Maybe it distracted him. Maxwell become a solid citizen at Collingwood in their leadership group. There was a free kick there if they wanted it. The second's ebbing away. Strong stuff from Ferrito, but the Magpies have the numbers. Cloak. Now, could they steal a goal here late? Doesn't look like it. Kangaroos ball. During the halftime break, we're going to speak with Nathan Buckley and also Nathan Thompson. So don't go away, whether you're a Kangaroo or Magpie supporter. The Kangaroos are going to take a nice break to halftime. It's been an entertaining opening half of Saturday afternoon football.
It has been entertaining, Tim, and it was a fantastic contest. It would appear that North, or the Kangaroos, should be more in front, but a couple of late goals by Collingwood have really helped their cause, but certainly not out of it by any means, Collingwood, but the Kangaroos have been very direct and very good. The
lead could be greater, it could be less. It is 17 points the Kangaroos' way at half-time.
Found it hard to get a kick in the forward line. Interesting.
And Paul Medhurst playing game number 1 for the Magpies, game number 100 in his AFL career, has 1 goal kicked in the opening quarter. A lot of work ahead for the Magpies as we start this third quarter. They trail by 17 points. McIntosh against Fraser. Simpson again did it superbly out of the centre. Has got a wobbly old kick in the end towards full forward and wasn't the best result. Maxwell takes a comfortable mark. Off to Pendlebury. Oh, needs to get rid of it. Took an extra stride. Ben Johnson. Pendlebury again. Too slow. Good tackle from Simpson. Ferrito sets them away. Wells. Rawlings on the left boot. Brilliant kick onto the chest of Hale. Yeah, not much Shane Wakeland could do about that, and a good chance here for the Kangaroos to start this third term with a goal and extend the margin out to 23.
Kicked one from pretty much exactly this range at this end of the ground in the opening term.
Wonderful skills from Rawlings there. I remember watching him train a number of years ago now, and I guarantee you he couldn't have kicked that on his left foot, so he's worked very hard on his game.
And he's won 2 best and fairests. Very important for the Kangaroos as David Hale comes in from 50. Great rhythm with the kick, but just tugged it slightly left. So an even 3-goal advantage now to the Kangaroos.
Clement was looking to bring the ball back into play very quickly. It looked for a moment as though he was going to overrun the line. Then he checks himself. Pendlebury, Loney, Wakeland.
Kick.
And it's a lovely left footer to Reece Shaw. And now Collingwood have the break. Riggio doing okay on Lucuria. Archer arrives to help out, and that's a push in the back against Lucuria.
Had 3-on-2 in that contest too, the Collingwood side, so
he's done a few things, this lad. Particularly his first quarter, he didn't get a lot of the ball, but what he's done very well.
Goes for McIntosh, and it falls into his lap. Unopposed, been outstanding, the big fellow. For Brown now, all Collingwood around him. O'Brien, Prestigiacomo, pressure on now, Pendlebury turning it over. Harvey dispossessed. Simpson, well done, held it for long enough until he could see a target. Grant lost his footing at the wrong time, got it out. And I think everyone concedes that a ball up wouldn't be a bad idea.
Well,
it's stuck, that's why they just couldn't get it out.
I must say that, you know, in the early games in the season, particularly round 1, often felt that, you know, you took a while after half-time to get going again. Mike, would you ever feel like that when you were playing? Get a bit sore? And yeah, I just reckon it's always a bit scrappy.
Heath Shaw wins it. Shannon Watt dragged down by Lucuria. Good pressure this time from Collingwood. Little toe poke forward to accommodate Sinclair. Pendlebury needs to be strong over the ball here. It flicks out. Prestigiacomo applies the tackle and does well enough to cause a ball up 45 metres from the Kangaroo goal. Andrew Swallow involved at the base of the pack, and he's been very impressive as well. Just the 6 disposals, but looks a real player of the future.
Face the ball.
So Fraser goes at it with McIntosh. McIntosh gets it down to Sinclair. Oh, gee, just for a moment I think there might have been a hand over Sinclair's shoulder.
I tell you what,
it looked incidental, but I think it was there.
Yeah, probably as incidental as one we saw just before half-time. However, the play is the thing. When you're starting to make the play.
Let's look at it here. There's Sinclair. Now, Oh, a little hand on top of the shoulder. Was it a free kick, Malcolm?
Oh, well, yeah, he's got it.
Thank you. So Jess Sinclair from right on 50. In fact, just inside now. Left foot looks pretty good off the boot. Just miss
So,
to the right.
Has the footy gods squared that up, Michael, you think?
I think so, Malcolm.
Right.
Would have been a riot had it gone through after the Leon Davis one just before half-time. And remember, too, Fraser being taken out of a marking contest by McIntosh, which led to another Kangaroo goal. And yet you'd say the Kangaroos deserve their lead. Brown having to back onto an awkward one there. Swallow there, that was high.
That is a free kick. No doubt at all about that.
Well, and the reason I think for the Collingwood fans' reaction is that was pretty similar to the Davis one just before half-time.
Swallow gives to Jones. A long way from goal.
That's the one we've got to stop, though, Michael, that one.
No doubt. Yeah. No, that was definitely a free kick. Definitely.
See, the Davis one was up on the shoulder, remember? It wasn't really the head.
Here it is.
I mean, you can't do that.
Is that reportable, Malcolm?
No, it's not reportable. You can't do it.
Not much contact there, was there? No. But there was enough contact for a free kick. Nothing to cause an injury. So another ball up, as the Kangaroos have monopolised the ball in their 50, or in their attacking half at least, in the opening minutes of this half. Fraser, good position, hand on the ball, but no clean takeaway for Collingwood. So we'll try again.
It's been interesting watching this game. This is a bit like the Eagles playing the Swans, and I mean that in a nice way, the competitiveness one-on-one of it.
Third man in, Prestigiacomo. Did it well, but the bounce was cruel to Reece Shaw. Simpson to Grant. Steering ball to Hale, but chopped off by Ben Johnson.
Johnson in the back pocket. Elevated to Deputy Vice Captain for 2007, Ben Johnson, after his great year last year. Good runs from Thomas at half back. Kick towards the vacant wing position to Maxwell, and kicks towards Medhurst. Couldn't quite hold on, but he gains a free kick. Push.
This is why don't you just keep going? Keep the ball moving.
He kicks it straight to McIntosh. Not quite sure what the thinking was there. I wonder whether he thought someone was going to move in that direction, but McIntosh was uncontested. Poor kick. Pendlebury marks 40 metres from goal. That's the first mistake Hamish McIntosh has made today.
It was a big one.
And against the run of play here, against the flow, a chance for Collingwood to narrow the margin.
Actually had Sinclair out here. You can see Sinclair, number 9 there on your screen. That was probably the easier kick.
So Scott Pendlebury kicked a goal deep into the second term. An opportunity here.
Oh, not a big long run up, is it? Oh, yuck.
So not a great result.
It was a terrible run up, wasn't it? I mean, he kicked a nice goal earlier, but that was that had him mesmerised, that run in there.
Sigh of relief from McIntosh. Really was a clanger of an option. Kangaroos the takeaway. Ferrito, good pace, went the full measure, has plenty of support. Now it's Hanson, the number 3 draft pick. Thomas weighted down. He can go all the way here. He kicks an absolute shocker. Well, what was he after? He could have run all the way home. He has his third behind. He's had plenty of opportunities. It's interesting, though, to see that Clement has picked him up at the start of this half, which is a mark of respect for a first gamer.
But you have mozzed him, though, Tim. You said something could be special, and he hasn't got a lot of the ball since you've said that, and he's kicked another point.
No, Pendlebury in all sorts of trouble. Got the call from Loney, who just kicks wildly out towards the wing. Foot race. O'Brien, will he get there first? No, Petrie does, and forces it over. Is that deliberate? No, the umpire says throw it in. Petrie dived on the ball and looked, hoping I think the Petrie umpire was going to call it over the line. Riggio knocks it down. Well done by the Kangaroos towards half forward. Brown comes surging out. Oh, runs straight into Heath Shaw. Play on's the call. Numbers with the Magpies here. Prestigiacomo. They try and use the ball. Fraser in space on centre wing. Handball over the shoulder. Didn't quite hit the mark, but Burns has time. Inside, Johnson. Johnson kick brilliantly smothered by Simpson. Burns. Johnson another chance. Out wide Courier. On his left side, Paul Courier measures the kick and hits the post. Nine minutes in this third term and we still haven't got a goal.
Great build-up then with that play on and caught by Brown. I hope he keeps doing that. You're going to get some wrong, but at least he's attempting to play it on.
Neither team quite good enough to kick the important goal. The first goal of this second half was that deliberate. It looked it from here.
Oh. Wow.
Reprieve for the Kangaroos.
I think they're a bit lucky because that was deliberate. Absolutely no doubt.
The margin 19. The intensity high, but the execution not great through this phase. Good tackle, Pratt on Fraser, wins a free kick. And the advantage is invoked. Brady Rawlings for Swallow. Heath Shaw chased hard and well. Important ball here. Hanson, Thomas waiting down, and Campbell. 3 first gamers. Could they string it together? No, they can't. Corey Jones comes in and helps them out. Sinclair. And Thomas this time, surely, from 30 out, will go back and kick his first goal in the big league. Hanson, Thomas and Campbell, 3 debutants, and for an exciting moment it looked as though they might produce the goal. There was a little hiatus before Thomas found himself unattended and is now lining them up. The greatest shin boner of them all is bleeding, but he won't mind a bit if Lindsay Thomas can nail this and stretch the lead to 25 points. 3 misses so far. Big moment. He's missed again. He's got the yips.
I still reckon you fixed him up, Tim, by saying, could we see something special?
Get off my back.
So Wakeland now. Oh dear. Searching kick. Well, Shaw has to sit and wait. Oh. Was that a push out? Surely, yes. And then the free kick will come back to Heath Shaw.
Straight back.
Made a mess of that Simpson, didn't he?
Yeah.
Hold there.
Yes, he's always been a very, very good aerialist, but just timed that one wrongly.
Loney. Now not too much on offer, so forced to go wide to Lockyer. He can't take it. Oh, they're in trouble here, the Magpies. Harvey swoops on the loose ball. Forced to go back to Simpson, but they've got an open forward line. Kicks it deep into the pocket. Brown, Thomas again.
Play on his left foot, surely.
Thomas kicks to the top of the goal square. Options are plenty, and Corey Jones is marked 20 metres from goal directly in front.
Wow. It is just so noticeable, the difference. I know we've said it a few times, but you play on when they least expect it, and all these sort of things open up for you.
Exactly.
Defenders are under enormous pressure to try and cover holes.
It's been one of their hallmarks today. Every opportunity
And
their players have played on.
And they've missed a few up, but you keep doing it. You get better at it. That chipping the ball around, isn't it beautiful to see that gone?
Yes.
Thank you.
So Corey Jones from directly in front. Gee, shouldn't miss this. He pops it through. The Kangaroos by 26. And again, the pressure coming on the Magpies on the wing. Forced the ball clear. An intelligent play from Lindsay Thomas. Had a couple of options. And one of them, Corey Jones, drifting into space 20 metres from the Kangaroo goal.
Taken a while. It's taken a while for the Roos. They've dominated, really. And finally get reward with a goal.
He's a patched up old shin boner, but he'll be back for more. 26-point lead to the underdog Roos.
Knock it out.
Corey Jones stretching the margin with a straight kick from 30. Sinclair very good in this quarter so far. Just couldn't get rid of it then.
Yeah.
Knock it out.
Pays the price.
Yep.
Burnsy, go back, take the kick.
Tried hard though, good and solid and solid.
Yeah, sometimes the player doesn't really deserve to be penalised, but the free kick is there. Heath Shaw taking it very wide, way too wide. Kangaroos ball again.
Yeah, inside 50s, 39-24 really speak for themselves in this quarter. 7-2. Yeah.
They're dominant at the moment. They really have the Magpies on the ropes, and it's just a matter of landing the finishing blows the way the game's being played. Now, free kick against Richards.
And we talked about one earlier that McIntosh did and got away with, and I'd suggest that one would be very similar.
Stay there.
David Hale delays, says I'm going long. Got a bit close to the man on the mark, and as a result he's also gone high. Kangaroos winning the contested ball, and Jones gains another 30 or 40 metres for them and puts Collingwood's defence under more pressure. Lee Brown been robust and energetic and committed. Hasn't been brilliant, but he's done the job. He's rucking here against Richards. Sinclair again. Getting a lot of contested footy. Lockyer can only take it to the boundary.
Tim, you're enjoying this contested football stuff, though, aren't you?
I am.
Yeah.
It's been a willing game.
Yeah.
Richards uncontested this time. Lockyer again taking it out to the boundary. Reece Shaw takes it over. Tarkin Lockyer has not missed a game since round 9 of 2004, having missed 31 with a knee reconstruction and a broken foot. Tremendous effort to play uninterrupted footy since.
Yeah, we just saw the top 5. 3 of the 5 were Kangaroos players.
Umpire Nichols there explaining the reason for his decision to bounce at left half forward for the Kangaroos. Very open forward line. Big pack of players around the football.
Yeah, but look at the ones on the outside mainly are Kangaroo players. You don't all need to be hunting the footy. You need to be smart about this. Try and bind yourself some space.
Hale decisively. O'Brien wrapped up immediately. And another bounce.
See, what players end up doing is, because you're behind on the scoreboard, the Collingwood players saying, gee, we've got to get the footy in tight. But the actual smartness of it is one going for the footy and everyone will just get out wider.
So just one pair inside attacking 50 now for the Kangaroos, the top of the goal square. Thomas and Clement. Loney, Harris, tough. Simpson, Campbell brings it back to the top of the square, and one out duel here, and James Clement loves that situation.
Nevertheless, Thomas should have kicked a goal and has set one up in this quarter, so he's done a fair job on Clement.
Yeah, I wasn't both times I couldn't see Clement at the time, Tim. I think it was just one of those transition plays where the guys have got kicked out after points.
So again, Collingwood go across the ground, short of Loney, and stop-start, not much on offer. And this has been the downfall. Chips across the ground. Prestigiacomo now. Clement is free, kicks around the body to his captain today, who has plenty of time and space at half-back. Normally uses it very well. Shaw and Harvey. Now, which way will it go this time? Free kick to Collingwood. There's the explanation, but gee, it's so crowded in the Collingwood forward half. Slow play, numbers have got back with the Kangaroos. Forced to go short to Rocker, who marks strongly. So that takes one of the key forwards out of that attacking 50. Where will he go? Just bangs it long towards the top of the square. Thomas at the back, almost got to him too. Simpson, Sinclair, and they mop up pretty well. Just with weight of numbers, Grant, Archer, confronted by Loney, gets the handball to Grant. McIntosh now. Gee, they did it superbly there out of defence, the Kangaroos. Kick towards half forward. Good hands by Hansen. And he's got it at half forward. And it's got to come back. Now just watch to see what numbers Collingwood can get back into defence. It's got to come back again, I think. Shannon Grant thinks he's got it, but he was about a metre or so off his line there, Hansen, with the hairdo. Chips it short, McIntosh. Oh, Pendlebury was pushed out, and he'll get the free kick.
Which again, I know it's a free kick, but I don't mind that because the young fella wanted to be in the game. He wanted to make the lead, and he wanted to jump at it. So
it's just been one goal kicked in 13 minutes of playing time. Well over half a quarter of football. It's as though they both went out a little hard in the first half, and they're running short of petrol tickets into the second. Loney played on by bouncing the ball and now treads water. Heath Shaw. Collingwood have got to start to climb back sooner rather than later. Rocker, but a long way from goal. Gee, did well with that. Gives Davis a chance. Brought down from behind. No free kick. Magpie fans starting to become quite agitated, feeling the decisions haven't gone their way. Grant delayed the kick. Delivers well. McIntosh, big influence all day. And the Kangaroos are very enthusiastic about his future. Grant goes for Campbell, but wasn't a good option. O'Brien had front position and more height. Exercised the safe approach with the double fist into the line. The Magpies haven't kicked a goal for almost a quarter of footy, and they need a good 5 to get themselves into a winning position here.
Jones harassed by Maxwell. Thomas hard up against the line. Harris, O'Brien on the ground, and he tried to flick it out wide to Reece Shaw, but the boundary line too close.
Now, just as we're watching this, Collingwood have to do something different to actually win this game of footy now. And what I'm finding is that there are too many players around the ball. I think they've just got to peel off, and someone's got to take a risk here. You will not win the game of football the way they're playing it.
Thomas to Fraser, who hoists it high, wide, and out on the full.
You know, maybe throw Rocker in ruck, or you just got to change up. I think that you know, they've got to play on at all costs. I mean, they've got to do something different to what they're playing. Chipping around at the back is not going to win in the game.
That's it.
So Shannon White.
Don't go in. Don't go in. Don't go in.
Loving to see the game in the middle too, Michael.
Keeps it close to the boundary line. Maxwell fists away. O'Brien at the fall. Sweeps the handball towards Heath Shaw, who controls it very well. Now Clement over his head, but he's got time. Now, can they set something up here?
It's always players in the middle.
But he's got nowhere to go, so he's forced to handball and hold it up because the Kangaroos have just got the numbers back. Now Fraser in trouble. Clement. Now they're in the corridor. Shaw.
Surely.
Reece to Heath. He drives it into vacant territory, and it's going to be all the Kangaroos. No, Bree 1 in 3 back there, and Frito an easy task just to relieve the pressure. Hansen, good tackle from Davis, dispossessed him. What was the decision there? No decision. Play on. Collingwood fans scream again as Swallow takes it. The wing. High towards Fraser, who takes a spectacular mark. 40 metres from his own defensive goal.
Collingwood may have been unlucky again. Hansen, in that instance, had prior opportunity, I'd have thought, and then didn't dispose of the ball legally. His Swan, and he has Lucuria loose. Can Collingwood make something of this? Loney, who is a goal kicker, but the numbers were against him. And the Kangaroos come away with it. Ferrito to Riggio. The Italian connection coming on strong. The kick, though, is poor. And Shane Wakelin, who comes from the country town of Kimber in South Australia, stands in the way of Italy. Now Heath Shaw for O'Brien.
Oh, dear me.
Still the Magpies try and mount some sort of build-up, but again it comes to nothing as Petrie is in their path. Goes for Hale. On a mobile big man. Kicks to Trotter. And the Roos in control of this game. Collingwood goalless in the quarter with under 4 minutes left. Trotter did keep running, got into some bother, and that's a good tackle by Reece Shaw.
Oh, no. Shaw's got the free kick. That's okay.
And 50. Well, this might be a scoring chance.
Reece. Fend off with the arm. High tackle.
Good call.
So it's not for holding the ball, it is for the manner in which Pratt sought to get rid of Reece Shaw, and it brings the man on the mark just inside the 50. Long testing shot. Gives it off to a man he thinks can kick further. And that's Heathshaw, who does blaze long, but he misses. And still the margin is more than 4 goals.
So the Kangaroos well and truly in control. Riggio out in front of Wells.
It's a great kick.
Certainly was. Hasn't been Daniel Wells' greatest game today. Just the 9 disposals. So another good sign for the Kangaroos if he can click into gear. Shannon Grant has been busy coming in for disposal number 15. Low and hard onto the chest of Jones. And I've seen this a couple of times, Malcolm, the Kangaroo players holding the ball above their head.
Yeah, what he's saying is that they're going to chip it. They're going to pass it. See that?
So,
such a play, yeah.
Towards Hale, over the back. Now, chance for Reece Shaw. Oh, he just tripped over at the wrong time. And now the Magpies under pressure. Hale, great follow-up tackle there.
It's not the first time Reece Shaw's tripped over at the wrong time on that patch of dirt, is it?
Here we go. Look at this disposals per goal. I think it's just reiterating what we're seeing out there, that Kangaroos are much more direct, and Collingwood still continue to muck around with the footy.
Hale.
Good tap.
Sinclair wrapped up by Thomas. And just an interesting stat, the record clanger kicks in a game is 28. Collingwood are up to 20. So on target perhaps to eclipse that record.
Only 28.
Clanger kicks.
I've seen a few games. I reckon it was more than that.
Sinclair hand passing in hope. Harris in the back. 48 metres out.
Just beyond him, isn't it? This distance, I would say. It's not the longest kick.
Someone's due to kick one. In this quarter, the Kangaroos have kicked 1-4 to Collingwood's 2 behinds. Heathshaw a little unlucky, but he did fall into his back.
Can he get it? Michael? You've seen him kick?
Yeah, I
kick at 53, 54.
I reckon he can get there.
Okay. Just
not sure about the accuracy, Malcolm, but I think he can get there.
Close to 3/4 time. This would almost put it out of reach for the Magpies.
Oh,
gets close to the man on the mark.
He's actually kicked from 50.
It's gone right.
Yeah, so he's kicked at 51.
The margin 26. Not much joy for the Magpie fans behind the sticks there, although they have been at least mozzing the Kangaroos' goal shooting attempts.
Lockyer to himself. This is the difficult bit. Haven't been able to get players free towards Thomas. Oh, been paid the mark, and he gets up a little gingerly. O'Brien loose at half-back, chips it towards Lucuria, and Ben Johnson had the jumper pull, but the ball's over the line, so a boundary thrown between wing and half-forward for the Magpies. Here's the Thomas mark. Yep, pretty much on the line. So Hale more decisively down to Harris. Sinclair, handball inside, missed the mark, but Watt can recover. Oh, it did brilliantly to just scoop it up to Wells. Look out, Pendlebury. Zigged and zagged at the right time. Trotter.
So they go down the middle a lot.
Yes, through the corridor. Sinclair pulled brilliantly off the ball by Pendlebury. And Collingwood rewarded. Now here's an opportunity. Johnson kicks it into space, and the Magpies on the move.
Now, can Reece Shaw make something of it? Just couldn't straighten up, so he goes for Davis. And he has a call in the goal square from Heathshaw, and it's come unstuck.
Wow.
And that might have been their last chance in this quarter. Did he make the right call? It was going to be a difficult shot, wasn't it, from out in the pocket?
I reckon it was a pretty good play.
I mean, the decision was right. I think the execution probably wasn't the best.
So desperately needing a goal, and it's one that got away. Less than half a minute to go. Rocker might give Collingwood another breath of a chance, but not here.
Almost summed up Collingwood's day, that bit of play.
Yeah, but they're still not out of it, though. It sounds silly, but we saw them kick those 2 goals late in the 3rd quarter. It's possible.
Sinclair, Rawlings, Harvey. Petrie needs a good bounce. Waited for it. Left foot swallow. Thomas did well. Get a fist in there. But again at the fall, it's all the Kangaroos. Jones. And again Malcolm through the corridor as Trotter kicks into space. Swallow on the move. Couldn't control it. Prestigiacomo runs hard at the man at the ball. And that's the siren for three-quarter time, and the Kangaroos in control. 8:15.63, leading the Magpies 5-8-38. The margin 25 points.
And it's not very often you get engrossed in a quarter of football that only had one goal in it. But once again, it was pretty good. It was tight. There was a lot of 50-50 balls. And at this stage, just marginally, the Kangaroos are playing slightly better.
1 goal, 5 to 3 behinds for that third quarter. Collingwood have kicked 5 goals for the day. They need 5 to win it. So the final term coming up. Interesting, McIntosh there in the centre circle. Played just 55 minutes. Have spaced his efforts well, and he has been an immensely influential player in the game.
Couldn't agree more. Been very impressive. He's coming, isn't he? He's smart when he gets the ball. He stays cool. That's what I like about him. 4
marks and 14 disposals for Hamish McIntosh today. Adam Simpson quite simply outstanding with 26, and influential too, particularly out of the centre square.
Sort of game where the team trailing, if it could kick a couple of early goals, could worry its opponent out of it. That's what Collingwood need to do. Kieran Nichols sets them in motion. McIntosh had the run at it against Fraser. Simpson.
Head over the footy.
McIntosh.
How's that?
And the Kangaroos are dangerous again. Heath Shaw, was that high? No, not paid. So a ball up.
How's that from Simpson? And then McIntosh, I know we're singing his praises a bit. How's his pickup? He just strike quickly onto his boot. Most big blokes can't think that quickly, Michael.
He's a talent.
Knock it out. Play on, hold each other.
Fraser comes away with the goodies this time, but the kick doesn't go very far. Maxwell and Watt. Maxwell very nicely, if it was off his hand, to Lockyer. And on the leader's Rocker. Petrie did well and kept his feet into the bargain. Rocker tied him up. Ball up. After the match, the Jason McCartney medal will be awarded, as it is after Collingwood Kangaroos games. Judgment will be made by none other than Malcolm Blight, who is watching this match with particular interest and scrutiny. Here goes Sinclair. Good tackle by O'Brien. Another ball up.
Umpire Hendry calls for it, so Collingwood just inside their attacking 50. Rocker thumps it forward. Wells, oh, good tackle from Thomas, and he's been rewarded. And Dale Thomas will kick from 45 metres, no angle to speak of, and an opportunity perhaps put some doubt in the minds of the Kangaroo players. 6 goals, 4 from set shots in 2006, 10 goals all up in his 16 games in his debut year. The number 2 pick in the 2005 National Draft. Must kick goal. Dale Thomas. He kicks it. So the margin back to 19 points, and just the start the Magpies needed in this final term. As we watch it again, good play from Rocker, and a tackle from Thomas stuck, grabbing the left wrist of Daniel Wells there, prohibiting him from making a clear disposal. And a good, cool, poised finish by the youngster, and perhaps just a sniff for the Magpies in this final term, with the margin back to 19 points.
Some hope for Collingwood. Dale Thomas, 1 shot at goal, 1 goal. For the Kangaroos, Lindsay Thomas, 4 shots at goal, 4 behinds. 1 confident, 1 doubting Thomas. Sinclair. Lee Brown almost with 1 hand. Grant has kicked 1 from that spot already. He kicks a second. The Kangaroos have the answers.
It was almost on cue, wasn't it, that the Kangaroos that have done well all day just needed something from one of their senior players, and as it turned out, it's Shannon Grant again on that trusty left foot. Good contest there. The ball kicked to centre half forward. A contest at centre half forward, and a half forward flanker swooper spills and snaps it up.
What's it shoving?
So just a minute or less for the Kangaroos to find the answer to the initial goal from the Magpies. Fraser up early. Spills to O'Brien, jams it on the boot, wobbles it inside attacking 50. Rocker makes a contest, numbers at ground level with the Kangaroos. Trotter. And he relieves the pressure. Hansen on a long lead. Oh, clean bowled in. Chance for Clement at the back. Chips to a couple of Magpies. And Travis Cloak marks. Too far out to score. Lockyer at the back of the pack. Calls for it long. Rocker in front. At the full, Lucuria off to Lockyer, snap around the body. He kicks a goal for the Magpies. So 3 in 3 minutes to start the term. Regrettably for Magpie fans, the Kangaroos have one of them, but the margin back to 19 points.
Good punch there. Where else would the punch go? But probably 15 or 20 metres in front.
If one of the few times, Malcolm, two Collingwood players in front of the pack, and able to share the ball and kick the goal.
It's not that hard though. Petrie's punched right hand all day.
Yep.
I always find that fascinating. They don't go at that spot more often.
It's raining goals. Margin 19. If Collingwood could kick the next, they're in this game. Fraser lifting. Thomas trying to get under it for the Magpies. Simpson full of courage.
Yep.
Oh,
Thomas though fought on. Lockyer to Johnson, and on the lead is Rocker, and he's got it. He wastes no time because running down the ground is Swan. Will it sit? Oh dear, Rocker had the goal there for the taking, but they've got it. Lucuria.
Pretty simple game, really, when you look at this, isn't it? Get the ball out the centre, kick it to your key forward, and then get your runners running towards goal if you're a bit far out.
Rocker's heart must have been in his mouth for a moment.
Yeah.
So Collingwood, 3 of the 4 goals in this final term. We've played just over 6 minutes. McIntosh, a little toe poke forward. Harvey coming to meet it, knocks it. Jones, good tackle, Reece Shaw. Fraser, Heathshaw now. Kicks into space towards half forward. Coming to meet it, Lockyer. Had to attack it, did well. They did superbly, in fact. These handballs a little fierce for O'Brien, who handballs wildly. Ball still in dispute. Lockyer. Now Reece Shaw jams it on the boot, hoping for a mark. Out comes Rocker. Pratt, look out. At the full, Lockyer again. Tries to crash through a tackle, then gives it up. Handball straight to Simpson, who got back. His kick, though, not great across the ground. Brown, Prestigiacomo couldn't knock him off the ball. Such was the strength, but Prestigiacomo does superbly to knock it back to Davis. He blazes, had more time than he thought. Needs a big mark, and gets a big mark, Nick Maxwell. And all of a sudden, Collingwood fans are lifting around the stadium.
Well, I'd take, if I was a great mark, I'd take Lee Brown off now. That was a very, very soft effort out in the wing.
Well, he did well initially, but in the end,
he just gave up. I mean, that was just physical. Presti just worried him out of that.
So Maxwell,
so tired, you might as well get someone else on. Can't afford that.
Missed an easier shot in the second quarter from 50. Kicks a goal for the Magpies. Margin back to just 7 points. Well, you did say, Malcolm, it's not over. And it's amazing how the game can change.
He's got the prime spot. He wants to fall over. He wants to quit this lad. Have a look at that. That's a quit. I believe that's a quit, Michael.
No, I reckon you're a touch harsh.
Do you reckon?
Yep.
Okay.
His intent was to try and get it to the line, and I think he just yorked himself.
You reckon?
Cricket parlance.
Mick Malthouse has watched a lot of footy matches from various coaching boxes, and he knows that strange things happen in this game. Collingwood did not look like kicking a goal in the third quarter. They've come out and kicked 4 in not many minutes in the last. And they are right in this game. Simpson for the Kangaroos, who need cool heads. Here's Brown again, Yorked again. Harry O'Brien needs to hold up the Kangaroos. Lindsay Thomas, can he conjure one here as a Magpie is down? Rawlings, it hasn't got much carry. Hale is there. And a throw-in might suit everybody as the doctor and the trainers arrive for Heath Shaw, who looks as though he's willing to continue the battle. And what a battle it now is. 7 points in it. Wakeland climbing in. Holding the ball. Sudden death.
No, you're just standing there. You had plenty of time to get rid of it. No, the other one was fine.
Got to make an effort. I don't agree with this rule, never have. But you've got to make some sort of effort to look as though you're trying to get it out. He made none. So I don't know why do they keep winning? You know, I mean, you don't need to dispute it.
Corey Jones coming off for obvious reasons. Now let's have a look at this.
He goes straight to him.
Sinclair.
Scored.
Umpire said he had plenty of time. I wouldn't have thought he had a lot.
No, but once you're in the grass, you've got to try and get rid of it. And he made no attempt.
Yeah.
And that was because one arm was pinned.
Well, that's it. Well, we saw a tackle down here that was pinned. Thomas did it and got a free kick.
So Prestigiacomo somehow, after the blood rules, 20 metres in the clear, and Davis is 30 metres in the clear. Will the ball stay in for him? Paddles, and now he's got it. He's got support inside from Johnson, ignores that and forced to kick very high. McIntosh in a good position here, and a poor option from Leon Davis in the end, and McIntosh able to relieve the pressure. Rawlings, and now this is interesting because he decided to go back all day, Malcolm. They've been intent on playing on, and I wonder whether a more conservative approach is occurring, which I think is a negative. They need to continue to play that fast brand of attacking style football that has served them so well so far this afternoon. Archer back to Pratt. Still plenty of time. It's too early now to milk the clock as Pratt kicks very wide to Brown, and what's the decision? It's paid the mark.
Well, good. He must have recovered. Good on you.
So just forward of the wing, Lee Brown chips it short. Lead offered by Shannon Grant, who marks. So slow build up this time from the Kangaroos, but so far effective. Hale breaks. Now he's been called to play on, so he kicks towards half forward. Hale in front. In fact, Hale from behind has paid the mark. I thought first hands may have been on with Swan, but a distinct height advantage there for David Hale, and he'll kick from just inside 50. Here it is again.
Oh, shit.
I thought initially Swan's hands were on the footy.
He wasn't so sure about it that he wasn't thinking that he might need to play on.
Yeah, I think I might have been playing on there too. I think he's a bit lucky. No.
So David Hale, who has certainly provided a target up forward for the Kangaroos, has spent most of his time inside the forward 50. He's kicked 1 goal, 1, taken 5 marks. Kicked the ball very well. This time he kicks across the face. Big contest in the goal square. Prestigiacomo did enough to get it through. So margin out to 8 points in favour of the Kangaroos.
No time wasted by Clement, who has Heath Shaw there. There's a good option. Reece Shaw running for him. Can't break. 8 points in it. More than half a quarter left. Travis Cloak used the hip nicely. Just couldn't use the hands as deftly. Ferrito. Now Harris. Kangaroos on the break. McIntosh mobile for a big man, but the kick's not great. Heath Shaw. Kangaroos by 8. Collingwood can't afford a mistake back here. Dale Thomas. Swan goes for him out towards the southern side. He's covered. Thomas will go long. And he'll go to Cloak, who's arriving hard and strong. And that's a fine mark.
Great effort there from Travis Cloak. Kick towards Lockyer. Riggio. Oh, that was interesting. Very inventive and creative. They got it to Archer somehow. Archer hard up against the line at halfback. Kicks poorly straight to Thomas, who was hurled up by Grant. Yeah, he's got Shaw inside the centre square if he wants him, but hasn't been able to spot him. So Kicks long to a contested situation. Fraser over his head. Or Ferrito decided to punch when he should have marked. Fraser, Loney, Fraser concedes ground way back to Thomas, who's been lively. Just jams it on the boot, more in hope, but fortuitously it lands on the chest of Cloak, who couldn't take it. Maxwell, good tackle. He's been pinned though. Thought he might have just got that out, but the umpire didn't think so. So a free kick to the Kangaroos.
There's a new zeal to punish the man playing the ball. It's very tough.
I agree. Oh, I wish they didn't do that.
Shannon Watt, the late replacement, not a good kick.
So what's your assessment from here, Malcolm, in terms of what the Kangaroos are doing and the way that, have they changed the way they're playing?
No, I don't. Well, they did for a while there, but I just think they've got to keep doing it. I mean, Collingwood were never out of it, but it looks to me as though two teams playing first round. You know, they're not quite sure where they sit in the whole pecking order, and neither you should.
Shane Wakeley. High pump rocker, couple against him. Good clean grab, couldn't quite hang on long enough. Ferrito, Petrie, Sinclair, Trotter wasn't quite expecting it. Did enough. We'll have to go back again to help Wells. It is fierce now. Another holding the ball call. It's raining holding the balls.
Oh, look at that. That's good from both players there. And this one from Cloak. Brown, we've got him up. He's got him a couple of kicks since they've hurried him up.
So Sinclair towards half-forward. Harvey matched up with Prestigiacomo there. Kangaroos looking to consolidate here. He wants to take on Prestigiacomo, and he does. He runs to 30 and kicks a wonderful goal. You could just see him eyeing that opportunity up, knowing who was on the mark. Then no disrespect to Simon Prestigiacomo, but the far more nimbler Brett Harvey as we watch it again, Malcolm.
He's good in this environment, isn't he? So enjoying his footy, and he loves doing this. He's done it for a long time now. And the pleasing thing was his finish. He kept his cool and slotted it.
Brent Harvey kicks a boomer. Gives the Kangaroos a cushion. There's a centre square infringement. It's the Roos ball.
Oh, how bad's that? There'll be one coach, M. Malthouse, be very unhappy with that one. There's no need to go over the line.
Still nearly half a quarter left. It can still be won by the Magpies. Hale, pretty good kick in the Brown direction, but comfortable for Prestigiacomo. To another veteran in Burns. Lockyer. Good acceleration, getting away from Riggio. Into an open 50, but Ferrito leads Travis Cloak to it. Caught him napping. And the Roos steady. 14-point lead. Harris. Crowd's been posted at just under 45,000. It is for Petrie running out of defence. Still 70 out. Goes for Brown. Should snare it. Couldn't quite as Wakelin arrived to support a smaller defender in Heath Shaw. Still alive. Campbell. Well tackled. It's the big league, son. It's tough in there at times like this. O'Brien comes away. Goes for Lockyer. Good delivery.
Lockyer on centre wing. 8.5 minutes left in the match. Collingwood need 3 goals. Good kick. Cloak now. Burns is free in the centre. Drifting towards half forward. Cloak hasn't seen him. Instead goes across the ground. Not a great kick, although it gets to Swan. Swan short. And the mark's taken by Josh Fraser. Too far out to score. 55 from goal. Numbers back for the Kangaroos. He just pops it up to the top of the square, hoping for something. At the back, Medhurst kicks a goal. Paul Medhurst kicks his second, and he's clever and creative. Watch it again.
It's been interesting debut for him. They all went up for acceptances, and usually a bit of a sign of tiredness there as the guy's legs start to get a bit weary. and their aerial stuff, just the timing goes, and Meadows was good enough to read it. Important goal.
Paul Medhurst, never one to have been bound by the shackles of convention. Took the mark, could have had the set shot, decided to play on and run it home. The Magpies are still there. 8 points in it, 8 minutes left, plenty of time. Richards just back on. Burns, the oldster, shrugging the tacklers. Now Loney loading, kicking long. All roads lead to Rocker. One grab. Well done by Hanson to work it clear, but no one there for the Roos. Burns to Loney from a long way. Untidy, was there a hold? Not paid. Pressure on here. Johnson the chance. Rawlings for the Kangaroos. Petrie with him. It's out on the full. Rocker's ball. No, Johnson's ball. Umpire Nichols. And he's a left footer.
Well, pretty simple equation this, isn't it? If he can't go back more than 15 metres to a Collingwood player, will he try and check side it, or banana it, Mike?
He'll try and check side it.
Sometimes they prefer to do that anyway. Out he comes. He does. He does. The margin is 2 points.
Well, a good call there. Well, there was nothing on. Actually, the North Melbourne team.
I did have a bit of inside knowledge. I did spend a bit of time last year at the Magpies, and he constantly practiced that kick.
In fact,
he thinks he's pretty good at it too. And what can you say now?
I reckon most guys at most clubs practice it more often than other stuff. It's a good kick, though.
Margin incredibly is back to 2 points. Richards towards Burns. Simpson, who's been superb for the Kangaroos, the captain, ties it up in the centre. Who would have thought the margin would get back to 2 points the way the Magpies have played? Margin was 25 points at the 3-minute mark. Johnson over it. Oh, gee, look out. Oh.
Michael, in saying that, though, I think we all sat here even at half-time and three-quarter time said 4 goals is not enough for the dominance that the Kangaroos had.
Yeah.
A couple of quick goals, and they're always going to be under pressure.
Harris. Johnson fell over, so Harris streams, ran a long way, but kicks deep inside the forward 50, and the mark's not taken by McIntosh. Soccer from Jones. Ball bouncing goalward. Offline.
How far did Harris run?
Oh, it looked a bit more than the required. He got away with it, though.
Margin 3 points. Just another question to your list, Michael. Who would have thought Collingwood could kick 6 goals in 13 minutes after kicking 5 in 3 quarters? But they still have not put their noses in front all day. The Kangaroos have led for over 100 minutes, and it's enough to frustrate the life out of the most hardened Magpie supporter. Petrie with Rocker. Rocker's been a pretty good target. He has not stopped trying and competing. There'll be a throw in. Bit over 6 minutes left. It's a nail-biter in round 1 at the MCG. The Magpies go to Subiaco for the Eagles next week. That won't be easy. They'll love the points here today. Can O'Brien escape? He can't. Oh, he's gone. I suppose he took them on.
You tried to run through, Shane, with it under your arm. Stay back.
Umpire Craig Hendry calling it the way of Daniel Wells. The Kangaroos need to kick another goal if they're going to hang on here. In fact, they might even need to kick another couple. Goes for Brown. Presti equal to that. Throw in.
Margin was 9 points at quarter time, 17 at half time, out to 25 at 3/4 time. Wakeland, forward of the play, Swan. How can you let a player there? His handball though was poor. Chance for Sinclair, bad turnover. Harvey, ball ripped off him by Johnson. Deloney somehow got a kick in there. Tracking towards the line, well done Pendlebury, used his body very well. Can he find a target? Rocker.
He had a shot.
55 from goal, not much on. Or is there? Kicks to Burns. Oh, brilliantly done. Great interception there from Shannon Watt.
Oh,
and then the ball's tied up. Which way is it going?
I agree. I'll get the free kick.
Or Burns, is it? No, it's going Kangaroos' way.
Oh, yeah.
No, the umpire's changed his mind. It's going to Scott Burns.
Burns, is it?
Yeah. There it is. Let's have a look at it. There he is. Oh, yeah. Against Pratt, coming in front on. So, quite remarkably, if Scott Burns can kick this from 48 metres, Collingwood, for the first time today, will be in front. An amazing transformation. They kicked the goal at the 26-minute mark of the second quarter. Didn't kick a goal in the third quarter. Scott Burns directly in front. Kicks are behind, or is it coming back? The Magpies are in front. Quite amazing, Malcolm. 7 Collingwood goals in this final term, and as Tim mentioned, just 5 for the first 3 quarters.
It is staggering, but that window of opportunity remained for him, and that is a free kick in anyone's language. It's come in high, and really the Kangaroos probably should have cleared it. But more importantly, it's the momentum that Collingwood have got.
.200-gamer Scott Burns gives Collingwood the lead for the first time all day in time on in the last quarter. Dean Laidley must be feeling just about shattered. Can his Kangaroos win it back? Fraser and McIntosh. Fraser did it superbly. First there though, Rawlings needed clean hands. Simpson swinging it into half forward. Thomas trying to edge out Clement. But Clement, too good. Too experienced, too cool. Collingwood in front by 3 points. Johnson unmanned. Kangaroos have unravelled in the last quarter. Probing ball is good for the first time Magpie. The former Docker, Medhurst. Too far out. Still time for the Kangaroos yet, but it is all Collingwood. 7 goals to 1 in this last term. Pumps it long, very long. Not quite long enough, or was it? It's a behind. Collingwood by 4 points.
It's interesting. Adam Simpson just went off then. He's only had the one touch in this last quarter. Just the midfield's fallen apart a bit, hasn't it, the Kangaroos?
Petrie wobbles it to half-back. In front, Harris dropped the mark. Chance for Riggio. Now Thomas. Out wide, Medhurst again on attacking 50. Again, just bangs away to the top of the square. Rocker has won out here with Petrie. And again, Petrie does very well. Forces it through for a behind.
That's a good play by Petrie to get it back in. He had Sinclair loose. Much better kick in than the one a moment ago. One-on-one here, Harvey and Reece Shaw. And Harvey will win it. And here's a chance. First game of Hanson. Good choice. Good delivery. And Shannon Grant is a good man to have the footy at 50.
Meters.
It's a certain goal.
And rightly so. If you take a mark and you're not in, the opponent is not in the play, then you shouldn't, you're not allowed to touch the play. And have a look at this. The Hanson kick is a beauty. Now, Heath Shaw grabs him, holds him, holds him, holds him, holds him. Can't do it.
That's the interpretation.
Yeah.
Now, it actually happened inside 50. Surely the man on the mark should be on the goal line.
Oh,
he's missed it.
Oh.
Now that is controversial. He took that mark inside 50.
Yes, he did. He should have been
50-metre penalty. That is an incredible execution of his responsibility by the umpire.
That should have been on the goal line. Gee, that is unbelievable. Now the Magpies away. Thomas to Fraser.
Well, this will be a talking point.
Yes, you're quite right. You're 100% right. However, 15 or 20 metres out, it's not a problem for Shannon Grant, is it? He tried to kick it 100 mile an hour.
Yeah.
It's just amazing. He made up his mind to actually not dolly it. So he ran in as quick as I've seen him run in all day.
Clement. still think there's probably a couple of minutes left.
I reckon if you miss an opportunity like that, you might be running out of them.
Well, Medhurst, yes, just.
Yeah, you can't afford to miss those. I mean, they've kicked a lot of points. I mean, Collingwood have had a great last quarter, but if they get out of this, they've got out of jail card free. 9
goals scored in this final term, so as we tick up to 29 minutes, Medhurst, oh gee.
Get that.
A wobbly old torpedo. McIntosh not quite, but it opens the game up for Rito. What? Oh, he needs to get boot the ball and did somehow. Now here's a chance for the Kangaroos. Jones kicks it inside, attacking 50. At the back, chance for Grant, brilliant tackle. Thomas offline again. I thought, Tim, that maybe, just maybe, after kicking 4 behinds today, he may have finished it off, but he kicks a 5th behind Lindsay Thomas.
It would have been the perfect finish, but alas, it appears there might be no perfect finish to this for the Kangaroos. It will be a highly contentious one. Collingwood with the footy and with a 3-point lead. Not many seconds left. And the Magpies will run down the clock. Well, this is going to be an extraordinary outcome. Reece Shaw takes his time. He kicks to a contest. Harvey is there, but he's outreached by Swan. No Swan, it'll look more graceful for Magpie fans. Now O'Brien, play on is the call. Got to go. He does. He goes for territory. In front, soundly. Pratt played on, just got his boot to it, surely. Collingwood free kick. Medhurst, well, who knows what he'll do. Yeah. Some of his kicks in the last 7 or 8 minutes have been extraordinary.
He's more liable to go back and slot this.
That's it. So after the siren, Paul Medhurst to extend the Collingwood lead, but it is incidental because this has been one of the great victories by Collingwood. Off 2 steps from 50 metres, he kicks it offline. In fact, it's out on the full. Collingwood by 3 points at the MCG. Quite a remarkable turnaround. 7 goals in the final term after kicking just 5 for the first 3 quarters.
Collingwood have won their opening round match in remarkable manner. 7 goals in the last quarter after kicking 5 in the first 3. But tremendous controversy here. We'll talk about it further in a moment. The Jason McCartney medalist is about to be announced by Christy Malthouse.
Thank you, Tim. Well, James, congratulations. You are the winner of the Jason McCartney medal for courage. And in the end, that was a very courageous win. What a fight back.
Yeah, it was, actually. Really got out of jail. So, the way we're turning over the ball early, all we had to do was start hitting some targets, and obviously goals would come.
Well, that's what it looked like. It looked like in the last term, things started to go right, even with them missing goals in front. I mean, what was the difference in the last term for that to happen?
I just reckon, obviously, last quarter you start to get a bit tired, and I suppose you probably become a little more composed and try and hit the easy targets. It just worked out for us.